Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday morning, and it's time for another 5 for 5. This week in our readings for Ironworks, we were actually in the book of Matthew. And there was a verse that really stood out to me in chapter 11. I'm going to share it with you guys, and then I'm going to explain what this thing here is about in that context of the verse. So Matthew 11:28-30 says, "Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." Now, as I read this, guys, I just couldn't get past what Jesus was saying here. I can speak for all of you guys, only for me. But right now, my burden doesn't feel all that light. You know, I'm not talking about the physical pound. This is a sandbag we use. It's 50 pounds. I'm talking about in life, right? You know, in fact, my shoulders are aching from all the stuff that I'm carrying in life right now. So I need to ask myself, are you carrying things that you don't need to be carrying? And the simple and quick answer is absolutely yes, I am. I'm carrying the weight of trying to please everyone all the time. I'm carrying the weight of the world expecting me to have all the answers. I'm carrying the weight of being solid in a world that's so chaotic right now. And those are just a few of the things that are making my shoulders hurt right now. And I'm sure you guys can sympathize with me on some of those. You could probably even add your own list of burdens to that short list I just gave you. You know, I want the easy yoke that Jesus was talking about in Matthew 11. To get there, though, I have to learn to put some things down, right? Too bad I stink at doing that. What do I put down? And what do I continue carrying? When Jesus was asked what the most important commandment was, he replied perfectly with love God with all you got and then love your neighbor as yourself. Instead of walking around slumped over with the weight of all these expectations and the laws, Jesus said, if you can love God totally and then let that love flow into your love for fellow man, then all the other stuff's going to take care of itself. So instead of worrying about what I read on social media or what the news media is putting out there today, you know, instead of being consumed with my failures in the past to measure up to expectations, Jesus wants us to shed anything that doesn't support our love for God and our love for others. It sounds really simple, right? And while in theory it is, the practical application is a totally different story. You know, as I read Matthew 11 this week, I don't think Jesus put that idea in there of an easy yoke and a light burden as a taunt. It wasn't there to mess with us. He said, if he said it, he meant it. And it's up to me to figure out what to put down in my life. There isn't a spreadsheet or an Excel file that I can send you guys on what to keep carrying and what to put down. It's different for every single person. But the call to put down this back-breaking burden I'm carrying and to experience the rest that Jesus promised is something I'm going to work on in 2021. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Find a few things that you can take off that massive stack on your shoulders so you guys too can find the rest that Jesus promises in Matthew 11. We'll see you soon.